Hey guys, welcome back to Loft Sports. I'm Tyler.
I'm Seth.
Today we're going to be looking at the primetime game, the college game day game of Week 4 this season. Notre Dame travels down between the hedges to Athens to take on Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game that you and I have certainly talked about a lot leading up to this season. It's going to be a huge game for you guys. I mean, let's be honest. This is whether or not you make the playoff or not. As, you know, you got critics out there like Paul Feinbaum who thinks you guys don't even belong really, and that thinks you should have a 5-year probation from the playoff. This is one of those games where he always points to. So you guys, if you are going to lose, it at least needs to be a very good showing, a close game, so everyone can just say Georgia didn't play as good.
Yeah, this is kind of a
you guys just don't. That's what I'm saying. Either way, you guys, you know, if you guys get blown out or if you guys lose close, you still lose. You have to win this game for your program.
I think, yeah, you're right. Because if we lose close, everybody's going to say, well, Georgia's overrated or they just didn't play well, which is garbage.
You're not going to get any credit for it is what I'm saying.
If we keep it close, I think we have an outside shot to still make the playoff. If we get waxed, the playoff is off the table because everybody's just going to bring up the Clemson and Alabama routings from the last times we've been on that stage. I'd love to say Notre Dame's going to go down there and compete and win, but what I've seen so far this season, I'm just not ready to go there. I think Georgia's the better team. They have the better players. I expect Georgia to win and potentially win big. But I will say this. Notre Dame, this is a game that a lot of people are looking at, and there's some SEC fans even saying that Notre Dame could potentially trip Georgia up here. So I think the pressure is on them. Notre Dame is expected to go down there and
You're expected to lose this game. There is pressure on Georgia. I still think Georgia, like you rightfully said, they are the better team. They do have the better players. They have the better depth as well, that SEC depth, especially along the defensive fronts. It just can't be matched. We see it time and time again in these non-conference matchups that they're in. I don't think you guys have enough, though. I think it is going to be a big win for Georgia. I think it's going to be another game that showcases Notre Dame just doesn't belong in that same conversation.
All right, I agree. I mean, unfortunately, I can't rebuttal. Until we go out and win one of these big games away from home, it's just going to be the stigma we're going to have to live with.
I hate to say it. I would say that wasn't too bad if you guys kept it within 20 points. To be honest,
if we somehow win, where does this put Notre Dame in your mind?
Not as high as you would probably want. I think I wouldn't put them as a top 4 team.
So are you saying Georgia's not a top 4 team then?
No, I think they are. I think if they lose to you guys, they're not. Is what I'm getting at. I have Georgia as a top 4 team. I think a loss against you guys is one of those things that kind of like we talked about earlier. I think it's more of a case of them not being as good as we thought than potentially you being better than people think. I would have you guys if you won.
Why can't we get any credit? I mean, so if we beat them, it's Georgia's overrated. See, but no, I mean, that's I guess that's
I would put you guys right in that conversation of the next couple. Like if we're talking where 5 or 6 is where I think you guys should fall in that conversation. I don't think if you beat them, you're one of the 4 best teams. I think there's other teams out there that'll have stronger schedules, more of a claim to it just because of the conferences they're in and things like that. But I don't think it completely ends your season if you do lose. You just can't get. It
needs to be within a touchdown if we're going to have any chance at a playoff.
Yeah, you just can't get boat raced. That's the worst thing that can happen to you on this stage.
So, right now, I think Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, LSU looks really good.
They do.
But if we win this game, this is probably the best win so far that any team will have to claim.
I do believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we go into Athens and win, I don't think right now. I think the best win is LSU over Texas.
Right. I think this would be.
But this would be a bigger win for us. For Georgia, it'd be a big win. But
Texas has been on that stage just last year. Georgia's been there the last couple of years. played for a national championship game, has been in the SEC championship game. It's just different than what Texas has done. So I'd agree with that.
Let's see what can happen. You never know. That's why they play the game.
That's true.
There's been bigger upsets in the past, but we'll hope for the best. Go Irish. Hopefully it turns out good. Thank you, guys. This is Loft Sports signing off.